on neat finishing. So this is our ST. I'll add it both to my lining, okay, and show you guys, okay. So here we are. But our advice for working for a client, make sure you add a wording, the lightest one. So this is my bra cup I'm working with here. They are not the same size, guys. One is 40, one is 42. Okay, that's going to add a little push up. What I have here is a little wording. I have leftover little wording, the light ones. I try to double it to create a little push up there on that part. Okay, because I'll be rocking this outfit, like seriously. So this is the yoke part. I want to sew it now and turn. Used to this by now, just to sew it all around. Okay, flip it in for neat finishing on the neckline. Okay, so you can see I'm through with the yoke part. So I've gone to iron it as well. So you can see how neat it is. We are back to the main tutorial, guys. So you can see I only added ST here because I'm making use of my bra cup. But if you're working for a client, guys, make sure you add the lightest wording to this. Yes, very important. And add ST to your lining. I did not add ST to my lining. I did not add wording to my bodice. That is the main fabric here. Yes. So I introduced my part, and the reason is this: when sewing, you just follow the straight seam line. Very easy to sew, and you have neat finish. If you look at my the introduction of this tutorial, you can see that it's a bit rough. Do you know why? I had issue with my machine needle, and there was no essay or any interface into the lining parts. Okay, so take note of this. Do not be like me and working on this part. Do the right thing. That's I'm saying this. So this is to sew as well. So pin it this way. Make sure you pin it. I'm doing all this for the sake of beginners. Okay, you pin it so that when you place on your machine, you just stitch it straight without any stress of adjusting this down part or the upper part. You want just to focus and stitch neatly. You can see what I'm doing, guys. So this is it. And guys, I also want to use the opportunity to remind you all that our online classes registration is ongoing, and offline classes as well for these August sections. If you are interested, you DM, okay? Please do not forget to share, like, comment as well. So this is how you stitch, guys. Stitch patiently. You can see why the tutorial is that long. Yes, and make sure I slow down all the parts that are very important. They're all important though, but I want that you can easily understand. You can see like this part, the method of stitching. You can see how I place it one at a time. You can see how neat it is already. I haven't ironed it yet. Okay, but do not forget to add wording. I know I'm saying this. So the second part, introduce it this well. So what I discovered here is I marked on the both on wrong side. Okay, you can see. So I'll introduce my pattern as well. That is my pattern paper. Okay, so pin it this way. With this method, you will sew without stress. So exactly what I'm doing here, guys, is what the way I will stitch the lining part as well. So I won't be showing the lining parts. Okay, so pin it this way, stitch straight if you mark yours correctly. But if you not, introduce and mark it like this for easy sewing to save you stress of tracing and dancing around. You remember it's cup. So this is it. So over to our machine to stitch. Sorry, my camera wasn't well positioned here, so I have to adjust it this way. I'm just doing all this for better view. Yeah, so stitch this way. Actually having issue with my machine here. My machine needle got stuck, so I have to look for there was not any around. I was just focusing on the tutorial, so I won't show this part complete. So stitch and show you guys all round. So you can see what you have. You can see how rough it is because my needle was not flowing at all. Unlike the first one, so I'll iron it. So I've ironed it, guys. You can see there is tension there. Okay, so I will do the iron much later. Yeah, so it's time to work on our yoke part. Yes, so introduce it this way. For those that are working with deep neckline to the waist area, you place is very easy than this halfway neckline. Yes, so place it this way. So with this method you can work with that uh that waist area deep neckline. So place it this way. So you can see the way I trace out my yoke at the end part is not just pointy. Yes, I did it for easy sewing. So you flip one part this way. Okay, flip it this way. You will stitch, but you won't be stitching with your exact half inch seam allowance. The reason is this: we need to add our lining. So you pin it, you will stitch with 0.2 to secure the net, that the skin illusion part with your bodice. Okay, before you introduce the lining. I believe some of us have watched the other tutorial about deep neckline, but that very one is with that replacement. As I said earlier, this without that replacement. So you place it like this. So you stitch before your seam allowance. Do not forget this to avoid shortage. So let's move over to our sewing machine. And please, if I find it interesting, this tutorial, please like, comment, please share. Okay, I love you all. So we are over to our sewing machine now. So take you down this way. Always back stitch. So as you stitch, you adjust your pins. Stitch this way. I'm trying to arrange my camera to the well position. So stitch. Patiently work on this part. As you stitch, you adjust your skin illusion for easy sewing. Okay, you can see. Open the dart line. Yeah, so we're only stitching with 0.2 inch, not up to an half inch, which is 0.5, because it's the lining part that will take care of the seam allowance. Okay, so stitch to this other part. So this is it. Excuse me. You can see how neat it is already. So this is it. So the cup area, you can see how cup it is already. I've not added bra cup. I didn't even use wadding. It's just the dart, because once you place your underbutt dart uh, properly, there's definitely going to be enough room for the bush to set. Yeah, so this is the second place. I'm not satisfied with second piece. My machine dealt with me, but I'll iron it very well when I'm through. So this is the second part. You pin it this way as well. Pin it this way. So we're stitching with the 0.2 inch as well, not with our complete seam allowance, because we need to add our lining. Okay, so pin, flip it, you can see how it is. So this is how it should look when you are done stitching this step. Is there a step by step, this first step. So 0.2 as well, do not forget that. But always make sure excuse me, you mark it on the right side. Okay, the side I be stitching on, you can easily control. That's what I mean. So place it as well. Sorry, trying to adjust my camera for better view. So stitch. As you stitch, you adjust the down part, that is the first part. Okay, so you won't stitch on it. As you stitch, you adjust. To stitch, you adjust this way. Okay, so stitch, you adjust. this way. So if you have not watched the first deep neckline bustier with that replacement, uh click on the link below so you can see what I'm doing, guys, and make sure I just twist it this way to the armhole part this way. So I'm trying to arrange my neck part, that is the yoke part, properly. Okay, this part you have to patiently work on it. Yes, because it's the beauty of this bustier. Yes, you have to patiently work on it. So this is how you stitch. Adjust your neck part, which is the yoke part, okay, to the armhole. Right. It wouldn't have been up to that armhole because I added seam allowance to join my, because I'll be working with sleeve on the side, that's the yoke part. So this is, you can see how cup it is. Okay, you can see how cup it is. So the next thing is to join my lining this way separately. Okay, and show you guys. Okay, so I'm done with my lining. So this is it. So this is the cup that I'll be working with. So first, mark the center part. You decide to dart it, but I won't do that because I added the little wadding I have here, to create a little push up on this part, and they're not the same size. One is 40, one is 42. So make sure you place it under your bust. It's very important. So place it this way. For this part, I have not add glue to the wadding part. That is push up, mini push up. Let me use that word. So if you have usual gum, if you decide to use it, yeah, on this part, you decide to stitch on it. I was stitching on it. Okay, so this is how you should pin it. You make sure that that line lines with that line. Okay, so this is how it should look. Okay, but make sure you give it a very nice press. So I'll be using hemming gum to add my cup. And you decide to add your cup to your lining part, all depending on your preference. It's not just this one method. Do not forget that. So the second one, place it this way, notch it as well. Notch it. Find the under bust this way. But working with bra or a made bra cup is not compulsory. If you have a wadding with you, you can work with your wadding. You must not necessarily work with a already made bra cup. So my I don't have a wadding available. What I have is just a little one here. It won't be enough. So I decided to use my remade bra cup. No, and they're not, you can see one is bigger than one. So you can see how it is. And because it's deep necklines, I'll be trimming it towards the center piece that's in between the bows, but I won't do that now. I will do that while stitching so I can see the part that aligns very well. Okay, but first I will take it to my ironing table. This is my hemming gum. So I will take my ironing table, excuse me, place it on the dart line this way, iron it, or make sure you iron is very well. You have to be patient while doing this. I wasn't patient enough. So you have to make sure you are patient to iron this part so it will come out well and open the dart lines. So this is it. You can see. So I stitch on my, as I said earlier, on the mini push up. Yes. So I stitch on, then use a M gum to add my remade bra cup. I decided to do this to your lining, that is placing your cup direct to your lining. Do not forget I've said that earlier. So you can see this is the center front, guys. Yes, we have to close it now. Closing this part, we'll use our exact seam allowance. Wash closely. We have to use our exact seam allowance because we'll be adding our lining direct with our seam allowance. Unlike the yoke part, that yoke part, we only use that 0.2 to secure it, to make sure it's together with the main bodice. So this part, you can see what I'm marking, guys, is the exact seam allowance. You will stitch to the deep neckline, the length of the deep neckline you are working with. So I will place my machine this way to stitch, back stitch this way. You can see. So this tutorial, I'll be bringing in part 2. I've said that before. I'll bring in part 2. The part 2 is how to work on the back panel. But before then, watch closely, guys. So you iron it open. So we are through iron it open. You can see how neat it is now. So the lining part is neater. But I didn't add any interface, but if you're looking for a client, make sure you add S to your lining so it will last very well. So for the bone, you could start to place your bone in this way, that line, or create a bone casing, yes, this way as well to cover your boning, or on your right side your bodies. Okay, so myself, I'm using ankara because I'm using ankara as the down part of my skirt. So for the orime bra cup, I said that, guys, they are not equal, so I want to trim this part so that when I'm done stitching, the neck area will last very well. Yes, feel free to trim out this part, it won't affect anything. Okay, trim it out. But while doing that, make sure you check the distance, okay, in between your boobs. That's what I mean. So one is bigger, one is smaller. You can see this part is just about 0.5. Okay, so if there's any adjustment when closing up, meaning when adding your lining to cover the rough part, still trim it, but make sure you place very well. So this is our lining part. So if you are confused, place it this way to know the side that we're facing each other. Wrong side, when you're done, should be wrong side facing the wrong side. So when you're done with that, pin it this way, like what I'm doing, guys. Open all these parts. Open up this neckline this way. Patiently pin it. The reason for this pinning is this: it will make it easy for you to sew without stress. Pin it very well. Yes, if possible, iron it first before you stitch. Iron it very well for easy sewing. So pin it this way, patiently pin it. Do not be in a hurry to work on this part. Yes. So you can see what I'm doing, guys. For easy sewing, you can see how it looks. You can see. So this is it. So we're over to our tabletop machine. So stitch this way. Now, guys, we'll be stitching with our 0.5 inch. You stitch with the exact 0.5 inch. If it's 1 inch, you added a seam allowance, but advise you add an half inch for easy sewing. So as you stitch, you adjust. Sorry, my camera wasn't well positioned here, so I later switch over. Okay, so as you stitch this way, you adjust your yoke, adjust your bodies, then you control your lining part. Everything will be very neat when you are through. So so if you watch closely, we have marked it. Yes, we've marked our seam allowance. We are just following that an half inch. Okay, but I later position my camera, though. Later position my camera. So this is how you stitch. To stitch, you adjust it this way. Adjust it. So I had to switch over. Sorry about that. I had to continue. So you can see. So as you stitch, you raise your yoke part. See what I was saying about the cup area. Trim out this part. Okay, hold it firm. Stitch. We're just following the seam allowance that we had. I already marked it. It's very easy. This part is very easy. You raise it this way, like what I'm doing here, guys. You stitch. You'll not be in a hurry. So trim out this part. Open the dart lines this way. You can see how they're meeting with each other. Yes. So stitch this way. Raise it as well. You stitch. Wash clothes because I won't be showing the lining part. Sorry, the second part. This detail because of our duration. Yeah. So trim out this part this way. This is for those that be working with Orme Brackup. That is not your size. Yes. So this is it. It's big 42. You know, Orme Brackup will have big 42 and small 42. One is big 42, yeah, which is my bust measurement. One is small 40. So this is the back stitch. So flip it this way. You can see how beautiful it is. You see, but not be like me, guys. Make sure you add stitch to your lining. There's no stay here. Add stitch to your lining, okay, so your work will look very neat when you are through. So this is for this part. And just being careful, my camera is distracting me. I want to make sure that what I'm doing is captured. So you can see, so this is this other part. You flip it this way as well. So whatever I'm showing right now, guys, I said that before, is our exact seam allowance. So pin as well. You first pin the deep neckline, the part that has the yoke. Pin it down first. Okay, pin it down to check if you are doing the right thing. But once you stitch and start losing, it won't look neat. You know, it's the skin illusion. It won't last very well. We're over to our sewing machine now. So place it this way. My machine. I just issue with this machine though. Good. So backstage, you can see what I'm doing, guys. I'm adjusting it. I'm doing this for the sake of beginners. This is another method. If you're having issue with this deep neckline part, make sure you stitch that part to the end part. Yes, as you stitch, pull your pin. You can see, as you stitch, you pull your pin. Do not be in a hurry. You can see, adjust it this way. Adjust it this way. Okay, adjust it this way to the end part before you flip it, okay, to the bust line and to the armhole. You can stitch this one as well. So I'm just trying to explain different method of how to stitch your deep neckline. So you can see how it is already. I haven't ironed it. You can see, so by the time you flip it, see this center front very close. Okay, so I will flip to the other part. You see, flip to the other part, then flip it this way. That's what I mean, to stitch this other part to the armhole. Okay, this way. These are things you take note of. Your dot line. So stitch this way. Place it very well. As you stitch, you check your yoke. Yeah, the skin illusion to make sure you see what I'm doing is where they last. Open your dots lines. The reason is that when you iron, it will last very well. So open it this way, adjust. I said to show this part. Yes, so adjust this. You can see what I'm doing, guys. As you stitch, you adjust. You can see. Just follow the seam allowance we added to that deep neckline that I've sewn. You can see, adjust it. And that is it. As you can see. So it's very easy, guys. You can see how neat it is. But make sure you iron it very well. And make sure you add hair stay that is interfacing to your lining. Okay. So this is it. So here we are, guys. It's time to join the side seam. I want to explain one thing to you guys. You can see my lining on the cup area. You can see it's not relaxed. You know why? I didn't add any interfacing. It's the same measurement, but it's surplus now because there's no interfacing there. There's no one. There's nothing there. You can see the cup area. You can see how free it is. But leave it. Iron it your M gum on the neckline to relax very well. See. So this part, you have to patiently iron it, please. Do not be like me, iron it very well. So let me introduce our boning. Yeah, this is our boning. So for this hemming gum, before you place your hemming gum, please do not forget to close your size seam. My using overlocking machine on and fro or size seam. So cut out the hemming gum this way, the hem gum, insert it this way, and this part you have to patiently iron it. Get your skin illusion bond, so you place it and iron all round and show you guys. So guys, you can see I am through. I'm done ironing it. You can see this part I was telling you guys is a bit surplus because there's no interfacing, there's no one, there's no already break up, nothing. So this is it on this part. So that is why I say guys should make sure you add your hair stay. So before cutting out our bone casing, we have to close the side seam. I want to quickly explain it for those that will be closing the side seam. Yes. So you flip it right side, facing the right side this way. I'm working with side seam because I need to iron my dart line very well before doing all this. Okay, because my machine and needle affected my work. There's some area there's a little tension that we want to iron very well. So this is, but I have to quickly explain this for the sake of beginners. So this is how you close your side seam. Sorry, the table is shaking with an half inch. And sorry, I forgot to mention this. I used 1.5 inch as my seam allowance, size seam allowance. Yes. So I've sewn now with an half inch. I'll be left with 1 inch. So this is how it should look. For the bone casing, I've gone to create my Ankara bias. Yes. So you can see I will stitch. Okay, so I will stitch to close this part. Do not say because I'm placing my bone casing on the that one that is rough that you could decide to ignore this. No, if once your machine start having issue, make sure you change it. My that's why I didn't close my size seam. I want to iron it very well because I'll be rocking this outfit. Yeah. So the part two of it is the back panel. How to alternate the back panel too. The third part will be about the skirt part, which is optional. You can start to work with A shape, drape, 6 pieces skirt, short skirt on that part, which is the down part, the Ankara part. So you cut out this way. Okay, so stitch on the other part. So I will do the same. I will structure it all around and show you guys. And remember, this part is optional as well. Depending the bone channels you want to create. You decide to work with all through like front up to 5. You decide to work with 6 bone channels to structure it here. All depend on your preference. But mine just you saw the introduction, just moderate. Yes, I added a chuchar of 5 bone channels. So stitch. Make sure you lock this part. And mine is meeting under my bust. Yes, it's under the bust this way. So you switch it this way. Back stitch very well. Stitch it neatly. So this is it. And please guys, find it interesting, like, comment, share. Okay, I love you all. And if you're new to this channel, please kindly subscribe. So if you want to watch the deep neckline bustier with that replacement, which is DR, click on the link below. And if you're interested in our offline classes for this August batch, DM, yes, to register offline and online classes. Registration is ongoing. So you can see the banner here. Yes. So this is it. So this part is optional. You see what I'm doing here? Try to add more structure. But if you're doing this, make sure you find your bust radius. Place your tape on your bust point. place towards your armhole, add an half inch to it. You place this, so structure it very well. Okay, so I even structure what to flatten your bust. Yes, so place it this way. Can see. I later change my 2 inch, 1 inch away from the bust area. So this part as well is optional. You decide to place this way. You have seen instruction already. Place it this way, or you decide to take it to the bust point. Sorry, the bust line. This part, you decide to take it this way. It end right under your bust line. Yes. So you decide to place it from your bust line this way. So it depends how you want to structure this part to give it that stability that you are looking for. Okay. So here we are. You can see. So I'm done. You see, so I'm done here creating my bone channels. Yes. So I'm inserting my bone in now. So as I insert, you can see my paper tape on the decks here. So I got my razor blade to trim the sharp edge. It wasn't working well. If you have lighter, you can, yes, you can use it. Excuse me. To make sure the laser it won't convenience you, it will choke you. So place it this way, trim off this part. Okay, so I said to blend it on my own this way. So you place it like this as well. Trim out the paper tape side this way. Insert it as well to under bust as well this way, all round. Okay, so please, if you find it interesting, like, comment, you can see the wrong side, share. I will give it a very nice press and show you guys. So you can see, guys, I was present enough to iron it a bit here. You can see the result, you can see how beautiful it is. So please, this is all for part one. I love you all. God bless you all. Bye.